And good morning, YouTube. What's going on? What's going on? Sorry for the late post or late video. I am very, very sorry. I was doing something and I had to do the sheet. So with that being said, pretty good night in the league tonight. 6 games on deck. You got the sheet right here. So let's get right into it. First game tonight was Toronto at Dallas. Entering this matchup, Toronto was 26, 17, and 7 with 59 points. And Dallas was 28, 17, and 4 with 60 points. And here we go. Austin Matthews got the scoring going in the first with 12-18 in the first, and it was assisted his 36th goal of the year, and it was 1-0 Leafs. Dennis Gavarni, his 13th goal assistant of the season, assisted at 17:21. It was tied 1-1. So after one period, it was tied up. Zach Hyman, his 14th goal of the year, assisted at 4:40 in the second period, and it was 2-1 Dallas. Or Toronto, sorry, 2-1 Dallas. Tyler Burney, his 5th goal of the year, assisted at 11:58 in the second, and it was 3-1 Toronto. Alexander Radvoli, his 14th goal of the year, assisted at 19:02 in the second, and then it's 3-2 after 2 periods. Toronto's up 3-2. William Nylander, his 25th goal of the year, assisted at 3:28 in the third. 4-2 was the score. 3:28 in the third. Wow. Alexander Wolof, his 2nd goal of the game, his 15th of the year, is 6:26 assisted, and it's 4-3 Toronto. Then Andres Johnson, his 7th goal unassisted at 1957 in the third, and the final score was 5-3. Toronto wins. Both teams got 34 shots on goal, and Toronto was 0-2 on the power play, with Dallas 0-3. If you guys don't believe me, here it is right here. Look, it's right there. Is it right there? So you guys see that? Okay. So you guys don't think I'm lying to you. I'm not making this stuff up. You can even go to NHL.com, click on Game Center, and click Team Stats, and you can see it right from here. Right there too. And that's what I just named. And I write it on the sheet. Okay. Next, the Preds go to Washington. Entering the matchup, the Preds were 22, 19, and 7, 51 points. And the Capitals with the league best record, 34, 11, and 5 with 73 points. I said Washington will win, and here we go. Richard Panik, his 6th goal of the year, got the scoring started, assisted at 9:28, and Washington was up 1-0. But did it say that way? Of course not. Jared Tenoid, his 1st goal of the year, assisted at 10:15 in the first, and it was tied 1-1. Michael Ginland, his 10th goal of the year, assisted at 12:52 in the first, and it's 2-1 Nashville, and that goal was on a power play. Rocco Galimi, his 9th goal of the year, assisted at 16:02 in the first, and it's 3-1 Nashville. Ovechkin gets an unassisted goal. It's 16:26 in the first, and after one, it's the Preds 3, Caps 2. Richard Panic, his 7th goal of the year, unassisted in the second period, is 6:01 in the second, and it's 3-3. Tom Wilson, his 16th goal of the year, assisted at 11:06 in the second. And on a power play, and Washington's up 4-3. So after 2, it's 4-3 Caps. But Ryan Johansson, his 11th goal of the year, unassisted at 3 minutes in the third. And it's tied 4-4. And Yannick Weber, his first goal of the year, assisted at 15:23, and the final score was 5-4. Shots on goal were 24 for Nashville, 33 for the Caps, and power play was 1 for 4 for Nashville, 1 for 5 for the Caps. By the way, in that last game, the first game, Toronto picks up a very important 2 points and a very important win. In this game, the Nashville picks up a very important win, but they got a tough schedule ahead of them. We'll see what happens. By the way, let's look at the 3 stars of the game. I always want to see who 3 stars of the game are. Ryan Johansson, Yannick Weber, and Richard Panic. Okay. Next game was Arizona and Anaheim entering the matchup. Arizona was 26-20-5 with 57 points. Anaheim 19-25-5 with 43 points. I said Arizona will win. Let's get right into it. Adam Hancock, his 16th goal of the year, assisted at 5:39, and Anaheim's up 1-0. Vinny Torres, if I'm pronouncing that right, his 5th goal of the year, assisted at 7:18 in the first, and it's tied 1-1. Adam Hercury, his 2nd goal of the game, 17th of the year, assisted at 16:09 in the first, and after 1, it's 2-1 Anaheim. In the second period, Hampus Lindholm. That's Swedish, I bet. Hampus. Is that how you pronounce it? Hampus. Hampus? That has to be Swedish. Lindholm, I definitely know it's Swedish. It was assisted at 5:25 and like that, and his 2nd goal of the year, by the way. And now it's 3-1 Ducks. Larson Cruz, his 12th goal of the year at 16:01 in the second, and it's 3-2 Ducks. Carter Roney, his 6th goal of the year, assisted at 19:14. Shorthanded goal. 4-2 now is the score after 2 periods. No goals in the third, and that was the final score. Final score was 4-2. Shots on goal were Anaheim 32, Arizona 27. 0 for 5 on the power play was Arizona. 0 for 4 was Anaheim. Anaheim picks up a very important 2 points, but they are still not in contention. But they picked up a very important game. So next, Tampa goes to LA. This was the nightcap on NBC Sportsnet. Entering the matchup, Tampa was 29-15-5 with 63 points. LA 18-27-5 with 41 points. I said Tampa will win. And here we go. Let's get right into it. Taylor Toloff, his 13th goal of the year, assisted at 6:44 in the first, and now is on a power play. Alex Elof, it has to be Swedish. ALAFALLO. No, hold on. IAFALLO was his 11th goal of the year, assisted at 18. By the way, this is in the second period, by the way, folks. 118 in the second. 2-0 Kings. Taylor Johnson, his 12th goal of the year, assisted at 5:48 in the second. And it's 2-1 Lightning. So the Kings are now ahead by 1 goal. Steven Stamkos, his 21st goal of the year at 11:58. Almost a little over 6 minutes. Assisted at 11:58 in the second, and now it's tied 2-2. Eric Karnak, his 4th goal of the year, assisted at 4. Now we're in the third. Okay, by the way, after 2, it's tied 2-2. So going to the third at 4:13 in the third, Tampa gets the lead 3-2 thanks to Eric Karnak, his 4th goal of the year, assisted. Then Steven Stamkos gets the 2nd goal of the game, his 22nd of the year, assisted at 19:59 in the third, and Tampa wins 4-2. Shots on goal, Tampa 24, LA 34. Power play, 0-2 was the power play for Tampa, 1-1 power play for LA. Tampa gets a good 2 points. Anything can still happen, folks. As you know, like I said previously, we're now in the final 30 to 40 games for each team. So anything can happen, folks. Since we're not past the All-Star break, anything can happen, folks. A major downfall, one major loss streak, you're pretty much out of it. So anything can happen, folks. Now, here we go. Calgary versus Edmonton, the Battle of Alberta. And these teams hate each other. There was even a few fights in this game. And you saw this game courtesy of Sportsnet, okay? This was on Sportsnet. So for you people up in Canada, you guys saw a pretty good game. Let's get right into it. Ellis Lindholm, his 21st goal of the year, assisted at 1:01, 61 seconds in. Calgary up 1-0. And that was all the scoring in the first. Keller Yatamo. If I'm pronouncing that right, Yatamo. YAMAMOTO. His 4th goal of the year, assisted at 5:48 in the seconds, tied 1-1. Andrew Megapane, his 9th goal of the year, assisted at 13:05 in the second, and it's now 2-1 Flames. Alex Charson, his 7th goal of the year on a power play, 14:41 in the second, and now it's tied 2-2. Andrew McApee, his 10th goal of the year, 2nd of the game, assisted at 19:15 in the second, and now it's 3-2. So let's look at this. After 2, it's 3-2 Flames. Is there more scoring? You bet there is. Matt Benning, his 1st goal of the year, assisted at 11:49 in the third, and it's tied 3-3. So this game goes into overtime now, okay? No goals. So it goes into a shootout. Now it went 2.5 rounds because the home team gets another shot. So basically, after the 2 shots, even though the Calgary scored to continue the shootout, Edmonton must score, and then Calgary gets another shot. If they miss, game over. If it goes in, Calgary goes again. Well, the final score in the shootout was Calgary 1 for 2, Edmonton 0-3, and Calgary wins 4-3. Shots on goal were 28 for Calgary, 34 for Edmonton. 0 for 1 on the power play was Calgary. 1 for 4 on the power play for Edmonton. Calgary picks up the 2 points, but Edmonton picks up a very important point. So we can see what can happen going into the next matchup. And finally, Vancouver at San Jose. By the way, what were the 3 stars of this game? Let's take a look. Leon Darstel, Andrew McApane, and Matt Benning. Okay. Here we go. The final game of the night. Vancouver at San Jose. Entering the match, Vancouver was 28-18-4 with 60 points. San Jose 22-25-4 with 48 points. I said Vancouver will win. So let's get right into it. Thomas Hartel, his 16th goal of the year, assisted at 4:15 in the first. San Jose up 1-0. Quinn Hughes, his 6th goal of the year, assisted at 11:08 in the first, tied up. So after 1, it was 1-1. Brett Burns, his 5th goal of the year, assisted at 5:57 in the second. Now it's 2-1, and that's all the scoring in the second period, folks. It's 2-1 Sharks. So what happens in the last period? Taylor Mayers, his 5th goal of the year, assisted at 2:36 in the third, and it's tied 2-2. Jake Verteren, Aaron, it's 7 minutes in the third, and it's 3-2 3-2 Canucks. That was on a power play. Brandon Sutter, his 6th goal of the year, assisted at 59 seconds later. And it's 4-2 Canucks. And Tyler Pearson, I'm sure he didn't score earlier, his 15th goal of the year, assisted at 18:50 in the third, and the final score was 5-2. Shots on goal were 25 for San Jose. 25 for Vancouver, 40 for the Sharks. Vancouver goes 1 for 3 on the power play. San Jose 0 for 2. The Canucks pick up a very important 2 points, and they are now elite, and they are doing pretty good. Let's check the 3 stars of the game. I gotta check these 3 stars. They were all Canucks. Jacob Markstrom, Quinn Hughes, and TJ Miller. Okay, so now this does a little things to the standings. With Vancouver and Edmonton losing, Calgary winning. Let's see what this does. Okay, it doesn't really do much. Okay, the sheet is signed and ready to go. And it'll be available for you guys to buy if you want it. These will be $5. And I'll see you guys later today. We'll have 3 games on deck tomorrow. or later today. And I will see you guys later. Until then, please stay safe. Take care. Bear Doors watching you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time for the NHL. I'll see you later today for the pregame report for the NHL report. Till then, see ya.